What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. In today's video, we're going to go over Securitize announcing a $1.25 billion SPAC to go public. We'll also go over a Ripple press release that came out today mentioning several partners leveraging Ripple payments. We know we have Ripple Swell coming up quick, taking place on Tuesday, November 4th in New York. And we can see that CoinDesk says over 700 of the world's most influential voices. And if we have time, we're also going to dive into the new institutional lending protocol on the XRP ledger, XLS66. It will also dive into the new Mega token. The ticker is Mega for Mega ETH, the new Ethereum Layer 2. And we can see they raised $450 million in oversubscribed sale. And once again, before we dive in, I saw another comment saying that I'm using AI to copy my voice and do like voiceovers. You're an idiot. If I were using AI voiceovers, I'd be whipping out 3 videos in a single day instead of 5 to 10 videos in an entire month. I've also shown my voice meter settings multiple times along with my OBS settings. I just trim my clips together, sometimes far too close, and I export and upload the video. So once again, if you guys think I'm using AI, you're an idiot. I've been doing YouTube videos since 2017. If you want to hear our recent Twitter Spaces that was recorded off my phone, not my fancy Kevin Cage auto-tune with voice meter, you can check this video out. And regular viewers of the channel already know I had a DVT from a leg injury being on the road for 12 hours. I have it on video and I uploaded it to YouTube and posted it on X. From there, I had multiple pulmonary embolisms, so the blood clots traveled to my lungs, and I've been having breathing issues ever since. So I trim my clips together, per usual, because I can't even speak that long without needing to pause and take a breath, and I don't think you guys want to hear me coughing and clearing my throat. So anyways, I'm sure I'm gonna have to re-explain that every few months per usual. People are acting like I'm using AI voiceovers and telling ghost stories on YouTube. I'm going over crypto news, I'm sharing things that I believe are relevant and what I'm paying attention to in the crypto space. So let's dive into today's video. I'm even clapping my hand and knocking my desk. I don't know if AI can fake that, but anyways, let's dive in. Alright, so let's dive in. On RWA.xyz, we have total real-world assets on-chain at a new all-time high at $35.5 billion. We can see that the majority of this is private credit today. As you scroll down, we can see the top 10 in the RWA league table. We have Ethereum, Polygon, AVAX, Aptos, Arbitrum, BNB, Solana, Stellar, and the XRPL. Now we're going to dive a bit into Securitize. We can see the world's largest tokenization platform with over $4 billion in assets. And they're backed by BlackRock and Morgan Stanley. And you can learn more at Securitize.io. So we can see, tokenize your portfolio. We have big names like VanEck and BlackRock mentioning the VanEck Treasury Fund and the BIDL, the BlackRock US Dollar Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. Now, last month we had this announcement. Just pointing out that Ripple is connected to Securitize. I mean, Securitize is huge, Ripple is huge. Of course, they're working together to some degree. We have Ripple and Securitize enable RLUSD smart contract functionality for BlackRock's fund and VanEck's V-Bill tokenized funds. Alright, so let's dive into this. We already went over the RWA XYZ value of total RWAs that are tracked on blockchain today or public networks at 35 billion. And we know that Securitize has over $4 billion of assets on-chain today. Well, interestingly enough, we have the CEO of Securitize saying this: tokenization is a $400 trillion opportunity, and they're to become a $1.25 billion valuation via a business combination with Cantor Equity Partners. Now we know that Securitize has been around forever. We can even see 8 years ago, setting to prove that tokenization could transform global finance. And since then, they have powered over $4.5 billion in assets, with 20.8% market share, which is more than double any other company. We have BlackRock, Apollo, KKR, Hamilton Lane, and VanEck. And they go through a bunch in this thread. We can see the world's largest tokenized fund for BlackRock's digital liquidity fund, $2.85 billion in AUM. So in terms of regulation, it was a very big year for the crypto space. We have the Genius Act, a federal framework for stablecoins, but in the future we want to see federal frameworks for RWAs and tokenization. And that could still be ways away, but we are going to continue to see tokenization continue. And they also say that going public is the next step to bring transparency that defines crypto, and this is how we bring tokenization to Wall Street. So we're going to hear more about this group in the future. We can see Securitize is the first and only full-stack SEC-regulated tokenization company. And I'm sure you guys have heard commentary from Larry Fink over at BlackRock saying things similar to this. Every stock, every bond, and every asset can now be tokenized. What was most interesting out of this is just highlighting that they have 20.8% market share. Alright, next up, so we know that the Ripple US dollar was just listed on Bitpanda, so now when we check RLUSD on CoinMarketCap, we can see the fully diluted valuation is 897 million. So just a couple months back, maybe at most 3 months ago, the Ripple US dollar surpassed $500 million in market cap for the first time, and we're getting very close to $1 billion. We can check out the market cap chart as well. We'll just go to all and check this out. So we are climbing steadily. And when we go to markets, we can see a variety of exchanges and pairs for the Ripple US dollar. So we are continuing to see steady growth in new listings. So we can see that the total stablecoins market cap on DeFiLlama.com is over $300 billion today. And there's been a variety of predictions, including this one from April of 2024 by Bernstein for the stablecoin market cap to exceed $2.8 trillion. As we can see right here, to grow to 2.8 trillion in the next 5 years, so by 2029, according to this. We also know that BNY right on their website says Ripple selects BNY to custody Ripple US dollar reserves. And I posted this on X for reference, but you can also visit this URL and on the URL directly, not for standard custody or PolySign, but we'll go over this in a minute. We can see on BNY discussing digital assets we have right over here with over $55 trillion in assets under custody and administration for BNY. So that is an absolutely huge number, and they're also just highlighting BNY digital assets. So I'm just considering those numbers, even the $400 trillion tokenization opportunity from the CEO of Securitize. Now we know that Standard Custody, this company, was acquired by Ripple, one of many that Ripple has acquired over the past 2 years. Now when we visit PolySign, we scroll down, we can see, of course, Arthur Brito, David Schwartz, and this gentleman, Tim Keeney. We can see that Tim is a retired vice chairman of BNY Mellon, led an organization of 25,000 people responsible for custodying 25% of global institutional assets. Alright, next up, so we had this article just come out today. We have global nonprofits turn to Ripple payments and Ripple US dollar to move money faster and drive real-world impacts. So we have these humanitarian nonprofit organizations such as World Central Kitchen, Water.org, Give Directly, and Mercy Corps pilot Ripple's licensed payment solutions and Ripple's stablecoin to expand financial access. It's obviously the benefits of digital assets and stablecoins improving the speed, transparency, and impact of aid delivery and funding. And nonprofits all around the world are seeking better ways to move funds quickly and efficiently. And we have with Ripple Payments a licensed end-to-end platform powered by blockchain technology. Organizations can send money across borders in seconds. We have different quotes right here. So we have Joshua Tripp, President of Innovation at World Central Kitchen. With Ripple, we are testing new financial technologies to settle payments in hours instead of days. And we have right here from Water.org, more than 81 million people, after successfully piloting Ripple Payments to send funds to microfinance partners in Brazil, Mexico, and Peru. The organization now plans to run all of its Latin American transactions through Ripple's platform and is exploring expansion into other regions, including Africa and Asia. We already know that the Ripple US dollar this month has been expanding into Africa with 3 different groups. We have Chipper Cash, according to their website. They have 5 million users, as we can see. We have Valor, or VALR. This is Africa's largest crypto exchange with more than 1.3 million users. And we also have Yellow Card. I could go on with Yellow Card and the Ripple US dollar for treasury management, because we know that this month we also had Ripple acquire G Treasury for $1 billion. And I believe in the last video I did, I shared the tweet by Brad Garlinghouse discussing the corporate treasury payments market size is $120 trillion. And even Ashish Birla's company Evernorth with treasury, or an active treasury. And then speaking of Asia, of course, we have Ripple tapping SBI Holdings to bring the Ripple US dollar stablecoin to Japan with an MOU. Alright, you know what, we're going to save the rest of this for tomorrow's video so we can really dive into a bunch, because I really want to dive into Mega ETH, or Mega, the new layer 2. And last but not least, we have this shared by iTrustCapital, and I think that this post, this infographic, is perfect timing because we talked about this 2 days ago. So we can see that iTrustCapital is highlighting the difference between owning a crypto ETF, an exchange-traded fund where you are just owning the shares, you don't own the underlying asset, versus holding the actual crypto asset. Now again, I am all for crypto ETFs for a variety of alts and assets in the future, but I don't think I'm ever going to own one. I don't want to trade Monday through Friday with limited trading windows. I want to own the actual digital asset and be able to trade 24/7, 365. So if you're already crypto native, it's an absolute no-brainer, but crypto ETFs are great to get attention from traditional finance to bring them over. It will definitely be talking more about crypto spot ETFs in the future and tracking a variety of them that are pending. In this infographic by iTrustCapital is just one of many reasons why I have a Roth IRA in the crypto space. I can trade 24/7 and have tax-free growth. And that flexibility is super important for me, being able to control my funds and owning the actual digital asset. And I've been with iTrustCapital since January of 2020, so for anybody that doesn't have an account yet, be sure to check the link in the video description. Whether you're looking at a Roth IRA for retirement and tax-free growth, or you're looking at the new PCA or premium custody account, make sure that you use the promo code down below. It is kevincage.yt to make sure that you can claim your $100 funding bonus. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We have a bunch to go over in the next one. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, and I will catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let me know your thoughts down below. You can find all links to my crypto resources, including tools for charting, trading bots, wallets, portfolio trackers, and exclusive discounts right in my link tree in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.